The best and most useful piece of gear that I own under $100 are these Sennheiser HD 200 Pro headphones. I have a 4-minute in-depth review on these bad boys here that you can check out, which features a segment for you to experience the noise reduction capabilities of these if you're interested. All kinds of reasons why I love and choose these for my sound monitoring earpieces. Bad news for Christmas shoppers is they will set you back about $80 to $100, so they are on the expensive side of the list in this video. But who knows, maybe you can get a great Cyber Monday deal. Speaking of which, prices are subject to change and based on Amazon sales and inflation, so beware of that, but affiliate links are in the description below if any of these catch your eye. Feel free to text the links below to friends or family asking you for Christmas gift ideas too. Enough self-promotion though, gear piece number 2. You may have noticed the light change because I absolutely love my Easy Lock Softbox. Highly recommend them as a softbox of choice. In my review on these, I compare them to the Aputure Mini Dome 2s, and though I admittedly like the look of the Aputures more, these are hands down outperforming in their ease of use. You might say they are easy. I'll include 2 affiliate links for these below. The first one is going to be these 25-inch that I have for my Aputure Amaran 60Xs, and then a second one is going to be for multiple sizes depending on your needs. The 36, 48, and 60-inch systems all look fantastic in my book. Remember that you can mount different size softboxes on the same light to get different effects. Most videographers prefer the biggest softbox they can get because bigger light sources appear more natural and light your subject better. Well, that lighting's better. Okay, these next 2 are a bit weird, but honestly I've been using them more and more. At less than $10 is this iPhone tripod adapter. It is the cheapest item on my list for sure, and no, I am not filming client videos with my iPhone as a second camera. I use this as a behind-the-scenes tool to help promote my business. I found it more and more helpful to have actual footage of myself or photos on set interacting with clients or showcasing my professional setup. As primarily a solo shooter, having a quick and easy system for capturing this is paramount. I'm not about to set up a second tripod and DSLR just for behind-the-scenes footage. Now, what do I mount this to, you might be asking? Good question. Next item on our list is this Gorillapod. Because I'm oftentimes putting my phone on the outskirts of set to capture my full setup, I'm setting this on a bookshelf, chair, or desk. Gorillapod is perfect for this or for clamping around a non-traditional surface if I'm not using flat objects. It can just wrap around, say, a chair or something like that and capture what I'm looking for. Hey, this is kind of a nice little arm camera. Can also pair very nicely for a jerry-rigged handheld rig for iPhone if I want to capture moving footage on set like this or against my body like this. The name brand Gorillapod I learned is worth investing in over cheaper alternatives. It's firm enough to hold its shape well in this scenario. I can shake it a little bit with this weight and it's still holding it, and well worth the extra bucks compared to knockoff brands which don't hold their shape. They tend to bend under a weight if it's held out like this. For this reason, in the affiliate link below, I'm going to feature what they call the 3K for kilograms or whatever version that can support up to 6.5 pounds rather than the 1K version which supports up to 2 pounds. It's only $4 more at the moment and gives you more versatility in the future if you happen to want to use it with a DSLR or a microphone or a light. Speaking of which, this is another way I've used this in the past. You can put all kinds of attachments on top of it and support other pieces of gear for other purposes, which can sometimes come in clutch, especially in non-traditional settings. Always useful to have this as a backup in your grab bag. Speaking of grab bag, check out the Matte Box Mini from SmallRig, the next item on my list. Yes, I know that transition was completely nonsensical, and you might think that this piece of gear is as well, but I have really grown to appreciate and use this. You can watch my 5-minute review of it here, where I go into the details, but suffice it to say that I have succumbed to the fact that a matte box does wonders in my projects. Since my C100 Mark II only has 6 stops of internal ND, I need this thing nearly any time I'm filming outside. Now, if your camera gets 10 or more stops of internal ND, you might not need this, unless you happen to use diffusion filters. All that to say, for $70, this thing has literally saved my footage a number of times now and made filming surprisingly easier. I'll take better quality footage and ease of use for $70, not to mention it really impresses clients when they see it on the camera and makes them feel that their money is being invested in a true professional. Curbside appeal goes well beyond real estate, if you know what I mean. SmallRig gets 2 products in a row with this mini follow focus. Yes, it's another $80, but boy has this saved my butt, maybe even more than the matte box. No, this base plate does not come with it, but it's just what I use to mount it to my camera, but you can check out my review of this thing here. When you have to focus manually while filming handheld, you really do need this thing. Reaching around my camera and trying to rotate this way goes against how my fingers and wrist are designed. Consequently, I end up jostling the camera far more when focusing than I think I am. I only discover how unusable my footage is in post. Enter SmallRig Mini Follow Focus, and now I have a better grip on my rig, and I can change my focus by rotating in a direction much more conducive to my anatomical disposition. I.e., it's a ton easier to do this than this, and I don't bump or jostle the camera nearly as much by doing this. Besides, getting my hand away from the lens really helps keep my footage smooth. It's like the difference between focusing my gaze this way rather than this way. Check out my review for all the other reasons why this consistently finds its way onto my rig. Now this laptop sleeve bag definitely surprised you, didn't it? Yes, I'm including it here because we live in an age where mobility, remote work, and the gig economy are increasingly more and more popular. I personally do not own a desktop computer. I love the laptop system. I edit in my office upstairs, at my dining room table, my living room couch, at a local coffee shop, not to mention bringing my laptop to sales meetings or client shoots to take notes or reference things that I need to. This laptop bag protects my computer very well. It's quite padded, very durable. It looks simple and stylish, yet keeps my accessories to a minimum. One pocket, that's it, and that's a good thing. It's functional, aesthetically pleasing, and less than $20, at least as of right now. After 5 years of use, I cannot find any place or anything on it that looks like it has some wear and tear. It's held up that good. That is a good investment. Now let's go back to the high price point on this list. At about $90, we have the Aputure MC. Now I don't use these often, but when I do, they always boost the quality of my video production. They are ideal for tight spaces, super quick run and gun stuff, or lighting up your background. I've even stuck them inside desk lamp shades when the bulb in there is an ugly color temp. If you film car interviews, they are a must. I also prefer them as a phone screen mock light, as they are completely controllable in color temp and brightness. They have more effects than you will ever need, but yes, I have used them before, so you never know. Being controllable via the Sidus Link app along with my 60Xs is an absolute dream come true. I love the ability to manipulate any and all lights however I want from the vantage point of being behind my camera looking at my monitor. Well worth the investment. Just don't expect to light an interview in an office with these. Next up might seem like a useless addition to this list, but you'd be surprised how many videographers don't have it when it should just be mandatory. And that is a windscreen and foam sleeve for your shotgun mic. Now I didn't have these for a decade and it was really unacceptable. At one point I think I jerry-rigged a block of foam that I cut a slit through with a long bladed utility knife, and it just looked horsey. For $25, get a dead cat and a foam screen. You can actually film outside on a windy day, and not only that, but you can actually mount your shotgun mic to the mic mount on your camera. Don't know about you, but it's the only way I can get my shotgun mic on my C100 Mark II's mount. And last and least, the classic rubber rocket. I finally succumbed to getting one of these. Honestly guys, using your hand or shirt to clean a lens is no good, and we've all done it. You end up leaving oil, moisture, or more dust particles on it than you started, not to mention risking micro scratches. Now $20 seems like a steep price to blow air, but it will last a lifetime, and when you divide it by the number of times you will use it, it comes out to, worth it. Remember, blowing on your lens only adds moisture and is a bad idea. If you can't make yourself spend $20 on it, that's what this video is for. Put the affiliate link below on your birthday and Christmas list and let someone else get it for you. Well, I hope this video was helpful for you because though I won't be seeing you in the next one, you're sure to see me rough.